Hello everyone! In today's video, I'm going to guide you step by step on how to build a simple, low-cost, and very effective mini hydropower system. This system can be applied for small-scale models, school experiments, or even in real life for people living in remote, mountainous areas without access to the power grid. First, let's briefly talk about how this system works. A mini hydropower system converts the kinetic energy of flowing water into mechanical energy to spin a turbine, which then drives a generator to produce electricity. The great advantage of this system is that it uses a renewable natural water source, requires no fuel, runs continuously day and night, is low maintenance, and environmentally friendly. The very first step is to survey the terrain and find a suitable location. I went out to look for a small stream or creek with a steady water flow all year round and a natural slope. The steeper the slope, the stronger the water pressure, which means better turbine rotation. I marked the planned spots for building the small dam, settling tank, the water pipeline, and the area for installing the turbine and generator. Once the location was chosen, it's time to build a small dam. I used small stones, sticks, and a little cement to create a dam about 50 to 70 centimeters tall for real-life use, or around 5 to 7 centimeters for a model. This dam helps collect water, increase water pressure, and regulate the water flow. Behind the dam, I built a small settling tank to filter out sand, gravel, and leaves, keeping the water clean before it enters the system. Next, we'll install the water pipeline. I chose PVC pipes or flexible water hoses with the diameter depending on the water flow. For real-life setups, 75 to 110 millimeter pipes are commonly used, while small models only need 10 to 20 millimeter pipes. One end of the pipe connects to the settling tank, and it's best to keep the pipeline as straight as possible to reduce pressure loss. At the outlet end of the pipe, I installed a valve or a small nozzle to easily adjust the flow rate and aim the water jet precisely at the turbine blades. Now comes the fun part, making the water turbine. In a real system, you can buy a small metal turbine or build one using metal or plastic fan blades. For my model, I made a Pelton-style turbine using plastic bottle caps, soft drink cans, or popsicle sticks. I attached the turbine onto a rotating shaft made from a small wooden stick or a metal rod and mounted it securely on a stand.
After that, it's time to install the generator. I used a small DC motor, 12V, and connected the turbine's shaft directly to the motor's shaft, so that when the turbine spins, it drives the motor to generate electricity. For actual setups, you could use a small 300W to 1 kilowatt generator, depending on your electricity needs. From the generator, I connected wires leading to a small LED light bulb or a battery. If you plan to store the electricity, you should install a charge controller to regulate the voltage and protect your battery. I used a 12V or 24V controller depending on the motor's output. Make sure to use waterproof electrical wires and secure them properly to avoid water exposure or accidental damage. Once everything was in place, I ran a test. I opened the water valve to let water flow from the settling tank through the pipeline, and the pressurized water jet hit the turbine blades, causing it to spin. As the turbine turned, it drove the DC motor and generated electricity. I connected a small LED light to the motor output, and as you can see, the light turned on immediately, confirming that our system was working well. I carefully checked the entire system again, from the water pipe, nozzle, and connections to the turbine's spin speed and the generator's voltage output. If necessary, I adjusted the nozzle's direction, tightened the shaft, and made sure the turbine was balanced for smooth, long-lasting operation. After completing the test run and adjustments, I summed up a few practical tips. This kind of mini hydropower system is extremely useful for areas without electricity. It's low cost, simple to build, durable, and requires little maintenance. However, for actual outdoor setups, remember to choose a location that's safe from flash floods. Clean the settling tank regularly to prevent clogging, and inspect the pipelines, water valves, and turbine blades from time to time to keep the system running efficiently. So with just a few simple materials like PVC pipes, a DC motor, plastic bottle caps, stones, and wooden sticks, you can build a small but very useful hydropower system. I hope this video will help you better understand how this kind of energy system works and how to create one effectively. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to support me in making more videos about miniature models and renewable energy projects.